Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a New York Comic Con showcase of swag video. Now I'm going to begin by just going through the various stuff that I've bought and as well the swag that I've picked up from NYCC. Starting off with these 3 hats. Yes, because now I've developed 3 heads, or maybe I'm Hydra. So if you can probably see here, and I have made sure that I've focused in the camera so you should be able to see the new logo. This is actually a pretty cool hat, and the great thing about having extras is that if I ever choose to do a giveaway for you guys, then we can try and get these shipped out to you. So here you can see the lovely logo, if I can speak properly, logo for Realm of Champions, with all the various different factions or houses, depending on what you want to call them. I like calling them factions, but I think that Kabam are quite keen on calling them houses. And most of the swag that I'm going to display today is going to be put into this bag. Yes, these tote bags were given out. And I tell you what, I love tote bags, especially good for those that want to do shopping, and especially grocery shopping. Nowadays, you don't want plastic bags. Take one of these. It's like, it's promotion, and also it's cool. Like, I've got 3 of them, so we're going to be doing a lot of our food shopping using these bags. Yeah, I feel like a proper model now for Kabam. I can do the, promotion, look at me with the tote bag and the hat, doing the posing, My modelling career's dead. Now, it's not easy to fully show you the extent of these banners, but these are the various different houses. If you queued up for the special experience and saw the trailer and also got yourself a little bit of an idea of what the sort of inner workings of it from an introduction point of view and also pre-registered, you'd get a faction to choose from. Now the great thing about it is if you obviously do several trips, then you can pick up all the different banners, which is kind of cool. And this will probably be something for my wall over here when I create something for Marvel Realm of Champions. God, I'm gonna have to really learn to say that, because the amount of times we were just going, oh yeah, Realm of Champions, not Realm of Legends. That will be something that we'll touch upon in an upcoming video. So tomorrow's video hopefully will be the Gabe interview, where we find out a bit more about like the naming side of things, why, and also various factions and stuff. And yeah, so it's amazing to have these banners, because I really want to create something on a wall that's to the left of me that's going to be for this particular game. And by the way, one of my favorite ones that I have even chosen to pre-register on was Temple of Vishinti. Which I just love the design, and I love the kind of Doctor Strange now as the ancient one with the bald head and the kind of the big central kind of Cyclops eyeglass with the green in it. I just love it. I think that it looks fantastic, but can't go wrong with the Mystics, eh? So up next is lanyards. Now, if you're able to make this out, Kabam have done this incredibly clever, because what they've done is they've put it with the corresponding champions. So you've got a character from the Asgard world, and it's like from then Asgard in Realm of Champions. Same thing with Iron Man and the Iron Legionnaire, and then you've also got like the Spider-Man, Spider-Gwen type thing. You've also got Scar and Hulk. So again, you've got this cool kind of like swap over Cyclops. We've got Apocalypse, and we've got Storm, and we've got Peggy Carter, and we've got Captain America. So it's really clever, and the lanyards actually look pretty cool as well. One thing that I'm very happy about is seeing this poster come back to the UK in one piece. The issue that I had was that I was hoping it wouldn't bend, and thank God, if anything could go right, that all the merchandise and swag came back all right and safe and sound, because that was the biggest worry. Yes, my phone is still lost. By the way, there's no real great update on that. TSA, I've asked them to recheck some stuff, but we're still not getting any answers, so I'm still pretty gutted. And hopefully, I have had some very kind people in the comment section help out, and also your kind words help as well. But that's another story for another day. This poster is absolutely stunning. I think there was 3 others. I decided to give a set away of the full posters to several different people, because I was like, look, I can't take anything more back, and I don't want to take the risk. But luckily, they all came back fine, so I should be fine next year. This was incredibly nice, and also there's a little bit of an issue from myself. Okay, the great thing about it, first and foremost, this is a great picture of Maestro with the helmet of Galactus. And again, I don't know if that is something to do with a little teaser by Kabam. Could be, could be not. I've got Luke, and as well, I was hoping to get Luke's autograph. I've got Gabe's signature on this. So it's autographed by Gabe, not by Luke. Now, that's something, a bit of a mistake by me to get, because I think he was there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he was part of the person I interviewed. But names, like first-time introductions, crazy experiences. This is one of 200 that were printed that were going to be put for the spin of the wheel. So if you spun the wheel and won this, this is a very unique print. This is 107. Tim, bloody hell, Tim, if you're watching, he was like doing so well. He got like one of the very earliest prints. But why I'm kind of mentioning his name is pulling 2 6-stars off that spin wheel and then also picking up the iPad mini. God, you're such a jammy bugger, as we say in the UK. Completely jammy. But he did get one of the very early prints of this. Now, there were some very cool postcards. First and foremost, there is an MCOC related one regarding the Battle Realm. Then we've got one here from the Kingdom of Wakanda. So if you're going there this summer, make sure to do a postcard. And if you went to the Kabam booth, then obviously you can do that. And by the way, for people interested, it looks like there and has been destruction of the old Wakanda. So the new Wakanda is being created, which is kind of weird, but a cool story at the same time. Temple of Vishanti looks pretty cool, and it's like these kind of floating places that have got this kind of Tibetan style to it, which I like. I think is pretty cool, and obviously comes with the one that I chose, which was indeed the Temple of Vishanti with Doctor Strange in. Sorry, Ancient One Strange. Next up, House of Iron looks pretty cool. Technological advancements, so hey, you get what you're given. And finally, should be, it's the Gamma Horde. Is it the Gamma Horde? It is the Gamma Horde indeed. Which is kind of cool because it looks like, it reminds me of World of Warcraft, with like orcs and stuff like that. So it is very much kind of shout out and kind of like looks visually similar to that. So I'm all for it. I think it's quite cool. And it's not putting Horde in it. It's like, well, they are the Horde. Next up are these little pins. Now, Kabam were giving out these pins in the swag bags. Now, I don't know if these are going to come up well. If they're not coming well on screen, then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting another kind of image over the top of it, showcasing them. They're really put well together, and a lot of the Kabam representatives were having these pins put into their lanyards and also in the hats. But they are really incredible. They're for the different houses from MCOC. So do check it out here if you can see this. So this is one of the things that I really like from the swag bag. So well done Kabam for this. Next up, and pop sockets. Yes, 3 here. The central one is one for MCOC. The 2 at the outside, they are definitely MCOC. And it's cool because I've never had a pop socket before. So yeah, quite excited to use these. And Kabam were putting these in the tote bags and as well giving out the MCOC ones to people that came to the booth. Okay, next up, and sticking with MCOC, and a massive shout out. I can't remember the name of the person, and I'm sorry about forgetting that, but I was literally kind of completely dumbfounded. I had a good conversation with this particular person in the queue, and when he was talking to me, he's from Britain and was talking to me about comic book history and how he enjoyed those videos. And it's a massive, massive thanks to everybody that does come out and watch those comic book videos. Because, you know, it's something that I'm really interested with bringing to the community. Katie Candy is going to be doing it as well. Gabe even said to me that, you know, it would be nice to see more people interested in like backstories to characters, because obviously that's one of the crucial things that got him involved. And like not eliminating rush culture, but at least having more of an interest with story arcs to games and characters being put in and being passionate around it. But a massive thanks to the person that won this on the spin wheel, said I already had one of these and just gave it to me and said that here you go, Rich. And I was just like, thank you so much. Like I said, I'm sorry I forgot your name. I remember we were talking about comic book videos and you were talking to me about videos that you liked of mine. So thank you ever so much. And again, I'm really sorry for forgetting your name. But you know, thank you again for this. This is really, really kind. I'm looking for, as I told you, I was asking this for Christmas, but you know, it's great because it means now I've got this, I can read it. I'm trying to find some time to have a good read of it, but I'm really excited to. So thank you to that person. And this is another thing that I picked up. The next thing is codes. Yes, I will be giving away some codes to you guys. I am keeping a few things to myself, but that is just to make that the trip was just a little bit worthwhile. But don't kind of like be alarmed. I'm not going to like sell you out. I've got for you 2,500 units to give away, 5-star crystal to give away, 2 4-stars, and I'm going to do a 4-star and tier 4 catalyst double of that. So there's a fair few things to give away to you guys, and that is something that I obviously want to do. That's most important as well, to do that giveaway, and I will be announcing that at a little later on, probably when I do a 6-star crystal opening or another video, just to kind of get that traction and for people to see it, and also kind of like, you know, get involved with it as well. Now, I had a little bit of time at the end of the day to go around some of the different games, and I didn't get to see a lot of them, which I'm kind of disappointed, and I will learn my lesson for next year. But there is a game that keeps on emailing me as a YouTuber, and that is Summoner War. Now, the great thing about this was we turned up the booth, and myself and Storm Chaser we got like a little guided tour. We got to go up to the top and of the balcony and have a little photo as we looked out over the Comic-Con. So thanks very much to the Summoner War guys for doing that. They also kind of gave out these little dolls as well. Actually, they're called phone holders. Yes, Rich, you got that incredibly wrong. So yeah, they kind of like gave out these things, and I was like, oh, these are quite cool. These are quite like funky. So I don't know, I might kind of like stick them up somewhere. They look cute, I guess, but they're all kind of like important to the lore of Summoner War. So yeah, I mean, check them out. I mean, they look quite kind of cute, I guess. One of the big things that I wanted to do whilst I was there was go comic book shopping, and Storm Chaser came with me. We kind of like really rooted around. Oh, and John, shout out to yourself. And obviously, kind of came around. We all kind of went comic book shopping. John actually picked out most of it. He said, "Rich, Wolverine's sat over here," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm on it." So yeah, lots to read and go through. Ravage 2099, I was mentioning that in the 2099 theory video, and as well the Wolverine stuff. Collected a lot there. $1 comics. I mean, in the UK, you will never find anything to that value. $1 comics in the UK, the worth. No, nobody sells anything like that. So I'm really looking forward to next year going back. I really want to go back. Me and Em are really going to budget and kind of like obviously ask for help to do it. So I'm really excited and hopeful. But I will make sure I learn my lessons from last time to make sure that next year is really darn good. So one thing is definitely to do more comic book shopping. I added, I think it was yeah, probably about 5 or 6 new Wolverine ones to my collection, which is something that I really needed to do. And $1 is not going to break the bank. This entirety here, I think, got like $12 for all this. Absolutely perfect, absolutely amazing. I even picked up some Namor ones, which I'm really kind of looking forward to reading. And as well, this one here, I thought with the addition of Man-Thing, I've got to pick this up. Wolverine, so Marvel Comics presents Wolverine featuring Man-Thing. Look, you cannot go wrong with that. But I think next year what I'm going to do is buy a load more random ones and then give them out to people whilst I'm there. It's like little kind of like trinkets, keepsakes and stuff. And maybe I'll put like a signed business card that I did bring to New York Comic Con to give out to people. Just say thank you for watching. There we have it, guys. That has been a video. That has been my swag from New York Comic Con 2019. It's a real shame the way that it ended with this phone debacle. We're working our hardest to try and find it. I do feel that some like aspects aren't really kind of looking into it as well as maybe I thought they would. And we're still dealing with TSA, AirTrain, Heathrow Airport and Terminal 4 of JFK. I'm just feeling that because the point I lost it was on the AirTrain. So I'm kind of thinking that if I may have, the last time I used it was the AirTrain. I then put it down after recording a bit for the last part of the vlog. And I don't know, I'm pretty certain I put it into my satchel that I was carrying at the time. But that's the thing. It could be either there on the AirTrain. It's therefore that it could be in Terminal 4 of JFK. Basically, it's not turned up in Lost and Found. I'm still waiting for Heathrow Airport to get back to me, or I've got to call them tomorrow to find out if anything's been handed in. But apparently there's you have to wait for everything like 5 days, but I'm calling back every day to find out if something has turned up. In any case, I shouldn't really dwell too much on this, because at the end of the day, I don't know if it's going to turn up. I need to theoretically move on. But thank you very much to all the positive comments and lovely words on yesterday's video. Thank you to those that are helping out with like saying that even donate devices. I'll still think about taking you up on the offer. I need to be able to pick up something with decent quality for next year, but that's nothing really that needs to be concerned about. Tomorrow's video is going to be more positive, or tomorrow's 2 videos are going to be more positive. I'm going to hopefully get to you an MCOC news as normal for a Wednesday, and also the interview with Gabe and Luke to find out more about MCOC in the coming year, and as well Marvel Realm of Champions, which I'm really excited to give you that info. And yeah, I'm just going to move on. I think we're going to have a really good end to 2019. So let's push it hard. Thanks very much for all the support on the channel, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.